Today, I'd like to talk to you about some of the major events in the civil rights movement. Now, whenever we do something like this, there's always going to be some stories we're going to leave out, some people we're going to leave out, and unfortunately, with a class like we have, where it's a survey of American history, we can only learn about some things. Now, I'd like to highlight a few things I think that are probably more well known or maybe more influential, and that's what we're going to be. And I guess that's my disclaimer, that I know that we're leaving out some good things and some important people, but somehow we've got to make a cutoff somewhere. The first one that you might be familiar with is called the Brown versus Board of Education in 1954. As you see here, there's 6 children. Now, these 6 children, the families of these 6 children, wanted to be able to have their children attend what had previously been all-white schools. They were better funded, there was better materials, there was more teachers, more qualified teachers. A number of things went into that decision. What you see here in the middle, now it gets its name, Brown versus Board of Education, from a young girl here. Now, she's the girl in the middle right here. Her name is Linda Brown, and the reason why it's called Brown versus Board of Education, even though there was 6 children, was Linda Brown's name happened to come first alphabetically. So she got the designation, and that's who we remember is Linda Brown and her family. The Supreme Court overruled a previous decision, their own decision, in the Plessy versus Ferguson decision. In that Plessy versus Ferguson, remember, Homer Plessy was legally considered black. He was only 1/8 of African descent, but that was a legal definition of being black, was 1/8 or more. He was not able to ride in a train that was segregated for white only. Well, when he took his case to court, the court said, no, you can have separate as long as they're equal. By this time, though, by 1954, the court had realized that, quote, separate educational facilities are inherently unequal, meaning that just because they exist means that they will be unequal. Now, as you'll see here, the court did not tell the states they had to integrate right away. They just said, I believe the language they used was in all due haste, but they never put a timeline on them, and it causes some problems.